Let's talk one skein wonder projects.
Yeah,
For
because
we have
goodness knows we
reached
have them.
we've reached that magical time in life where we get to mention the two most dreaded words in the adult English language. Christmas gifts.
It's too early. It's too early
Uh,
for that.
and if you're in Camp Diana, you're like, sweet Mother Mary of Joseph Jocelyn, stop talking.
I can't think about winter stuff. It's too early.
And if you're in Camp Jocelyn, you're like, oh, sweet Mary, Mother of Joseph, I need to get started now, or I will not be done before the 1st of December. And I prefer December 1st through the 25th to be about me, where I am self-centered
I
that way.
know you're right, but I still
And
don't want to think about
I
it.
love the moral superiority I have when everyone is stressing and I'm already done. And I have had years where that has not been the case. I have not enjoyed those years. I did not enjoy that stress knitting. I did not like that. I liked being able to check out on the 1st of December and then just do an Advent knit for me, chill, visit with friends, and eat really good food. So having not accomplished that last year and or the year before and being very offended at myself, no, absolutely not. We are going to start talking about smaller projects for people who, like me, absolutely do not wish to repeat last year's or the year before's kerfuffle that was not being done on time. I did not enjoy that stress. I enjoy lots of types of stresses. That is not it. So we're going to talk about projects that only require one skein of yarn. Why? They make good gift knits. They work really quick. Even at fingering weight, one skein is still one skein.
Mm-hmm.
And you can crank them out pretty quickly. And they tend to be staples, things that everybody uses, they need replacements for. So it works really great. I did want to talk about, unshockingly, the very first Endless Summer Adventure Shawl can be done as a one skein single prod shawl for like those like that nice little small shawl that tucks up into. But I don't know where
Can
my
confirm.
sample. I don't know where my sample has gone. It has
Do you want me to
been,
get mine?
yeah, it's been years.
Okay. Throw in a quick cut.
Yeah, Endless Summer Adventure Shawl. My one skein wonder sample was done out of some gorgeous yarn from Daria of Cloud9 Fiberworks. I think it was one of her Sea and Enemy Wall colorways.
Oh,
So pretty,
yes.
but I don't remember where I've put it at this point, and it's been years since I've had to pull it out to show it off as a sample. So like I may honestly have to knit another one skein sample so that I've got it floating around. So I may have to do that. But Diana has
I made
one.
one.
Diana has one.
This one's made out of a single skein of cotton. It's white with some like blue and purple speckles.
So do it,
It's
do
so
it.
pretty. Like,
And
and
it
it's one
works up
skein and it's this
so
big.
fast. It works up so fast.
Yeah, it's
So
huge and
fast.
it's beautiful.
Like my brain's like, man, I think once the Choose Your Own Adventure sweater design work is done, I'm probably just gonna whip out a new one skein sample for myself. I like the idea of doing it like in a cotton or a lace weight even. Downscale that needle size a bit and give myself a lace version.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
that might have to happen, folks. That might have to happen. All right. As always, there's some caveats. Yarn weights determine your yardage, which
It's
determines
too
the
warm for this.
project you might be. Yeah, don't put it on. It's too warm.
It's too
Which would determine what project that you're working on. Not all of these projects are going to use the entirety of the skein, so you could have leftovers. The only sort of caveat we did was that it had to at least be one skein or smaller. Had to do it that way. I have tons. Apparently, I've got tons. I've got gifted mitts Diana made me.
Mm-hmm.
These are bulky, and I know this only took one skein.
I think I got multiple pairs out of one skein.
Well, yeah, but that's because you bought a beefy skein, my babe.
Well, yeah, it's true. They were on sale, okay?
So I have these wonderful thrummed mitts from Diana. I've had them for years. I need to talk to you about the thumbs because the thumbs are too thrummed. But we are so busy whenever you're in town, and I do not want to put scissors near the thrumming because it's slightly
It's fair.
matted, but I need help thinning them out because I can't stick my thumb in them that's all thrumming.
That's fair. That is,
I'm
yep.
like,
Hmm.
they did
Well,
they
it was like the first time I made thrummed mitts, so they were bound to be a
well,
little bit
and these have
meh.
been repaired, like you repaired the thrumming, like you re-thrummed them so they'd be smooshy
Oh,
again
I did.
because I had matted
I
down
forgot
the
about that.
thrumming because I'd been using them. but now I can't, and I double layer my winter mitts. So like I wear very thin gloves underneath, just some
Hmm.
commercial ones, because wind, because
Hmm.
wind, and I cannot stick both my hands in my pockets. I have a cane at all times, so one hand must always be outside of my coat. Double layering just helps me wear these mittens for longer because I freaking love these mittens. I need you here so we can make the thumb functional again. I mean, I
Okay,
still wore them this winter. I just left my thumb inside my mitt.
that works.
But I'm pretty sure that's not as useful as it could be if I had a functioning thumb. But again, they're going to be a lot of short, quick, small projects. I've got five-ish.
Yeah, I've got five-ish. There's
Okay.
slightly more, but they fall into the same category, a few of them.
Don't worry, we're going to have the show notes and in the description box below, you're going to have your links. So if you are a person like me who's like, oh my God, give me a link, don't worry.
There's links. There's links and timestamps
Diana's got you
all the
covered.
way through.
Thanks, timestamps. As always, if you guys like this sort of bonus content that we're putting out, please hit the like button for us so that we know what you're enjoying and what you're not enjoying.
Yes, very helpful for us. We need
So
numbers.
we need feedback and numbers. That's how we figure things out. And if we've missed something and you're like, oh my God, how have you not made this one Skein Wonder project? Please comment down below and tell me what I need to cast on immediately because I need this information quite desperately.
Oh,
I
yes.
have I have only have got 20 whips. I've got less than 20 whips.
Mm-hmm.
The
Is that bad?
universe may fall off its axis.
Hmm.
May
Okay,
fall.
better cast
I
something on then.
I am not a one whip, two whip kind of human. I'm a oh my God, I have so many whips. I have naked needles. I have
I
multiple
I
naked
aspire to be under
needles.
five. I have aspirations to be under five.
I have set a very reasonable goal. I don't want any more than 50 at any point in time in my life. That feels like too much. That feels like too much.
We are different people. You are a full order
Wildly,
of magnitude more.
wildly different people. I love me the chaos. Bring it on. Show me some more one skein wonder projects. I need some more in my life. Also, I've got single skeins of yarn that I need to use up so that I have space to buy more yarn. So that's also going to help with that. All right.
Also that, yes.
Are you ready? Do you want to go first? Shall I go first? Can I show you a blast from the past?
Sure, let's have a blast from the past. What do we
Are you
got?
ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you remember the cat hats I knit one year for everybody?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I still have mine.
It's literally knit flat with ribbing, and then you sew down the sides. And Diana's gonna link it below. It's just when you put it on, it's just because your head's round, right? You just automatically get little cat ears off the top of your hat. I was looking obviously to find my one skein wonders, and I found this, and I was like, oh my God, this is acrylic. I think I need a wool version of a cat hat. I might have to make myself a cat hat. Can you imagine a cat hat out of some Briggs and Little? Just a
I bet that'd be
nice,
so cozy and the
so
ears would stand
warm,
up so well.
and the ears would stand up so lovely. So I'm like, and I've got all that scrap worsted, Briggs and Little, because I'm not making sweaters out of worsted weight yarn anymore. I'm like, Jocelyn might need a pink cat hat
Yes,
or a gray
do it.
cat hat or a white cat. Like I think I
One
need a
for every
cat
day of the
hat.
week.
Possibly. Uh and this is also like way back at the beginning. So this is like one of my first chunks of completed projects. Like this is within the first 2 years of knitting. I made this.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
an oldie
that's
but a goodie. So it's I don't even remember the name of the pattern. I will have to go find it. So Diana's got links below. But it's literally you knit it flat in a rectangle and then you sew the side seams down. Done. Just done.
yep.
It's like
It's an
poof.
excellent beginner project
It
too.
is such a good beginner project. And one skein, because I sure as heck made one for everybody in Knit Club that year. And my God, it just worked up so fast. Worked up so fast. Anyway, I found it. I was like, oh man, I have to show that. I have to show that. It's so cute. Okay. Yeah, I need more cat hats in my life. Got it. Check. Oh,
All right,
your
I've got a
turn.
thing that I already made
Yeah.
besides the one Skein Wonder version of your shawl.
Hey, it all counts.
The Summer Secret Crop by Jessie Made Designs, which
Mm.
is a free pattern. It is, you can do it I did mine as a halter top. You don't have to do it that way, but you also don't have to do it in two colors. If I'd done this in one color, 100% would have been a one skein.
Mhm.
I just happened to want stripes, but I had over half of each skein left when I was done.
Ooh, so she's a, why was that fingering, right?
This is at fingering weight, and the size goes from uh 24 inches, as I read the pattern page here, 24 inches up to 62.
Ooh, hello.
And I made one somewhere in the middle. So like this is a one skein wonder in the middle of the size ranges.
Yeah, but you're upper middle end, not lower middle end.
This is true upper middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly which size I
Yeah.
made, but
I
somewhere in
I
the 40 to 44 size.
I happen to know your bust measurements. You are upper middle and you're not
Let me get this
as
microphone out of the way.
as as lovely as the rest of you, your chest is much larger. And I happen to know those measurements because you and I have done dress things before together.
That is pretty.
It is very pretty. I do like it.
And it was very fast to work up
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay. Okay.
very enjoyable.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that secret crop, but that's a really good one, Skin Wonder. Most of my stuff
I finally got
is
around to washing it so I can wear it again.
Chris is heavier weighted, go figure. More of a winter human being. Ready for another hat? You know, I'm not really a hat person. Like the first few things I've got are hats. It's fine, whatever. I will admit I will wear a hat. When it gets cold enough, I will put a hat on. It has to be cold enough. I have the everyday slouchy beanie
Oh my goodness.
from Tristan of Dragonford Designs, and no ribbing. It is a folded brim. Is a
Nice.
folded brim hat.
Who's
And
got time for ribbing? I actually love ribbing, but
I hate ribbing. So this is less than one skein of fingering weight yarn. And away we go. I've contemplated making more and making the brim twice as thick. So it's a deeper brim. Then you've got like 2 layers of fabric by your ears.
yeah,
By your ears. Yeah.
that'd be very cozy.
So very tempted by that. But I wear this in the winter when it gets cold enough. She has seen some use. So, and again, fingering weight. And a fingering weight hat doesn't take very long. And it also gave me a way to use this wonderful single skein of yarn that I had. It's something that wasn't socks. I mean, to be fair, every single thing of fingering weight I buy is sock yarn. That way I can use it for whatever I want. And if I want to make socks, it's also available for socks. But in my brain,
Yep.
any high twist fingering weight yarn is a sock yarn. Because it is. I knit Kevlar socks. They're fine. I absolutely do not need nylon in my socks. They absolutely do not need nylon in my socks. Oh my gosh. I'm just rapid fire because it's just suggestions and ideas. So I'm just whipping through mine as quickly as possible. I also have a massive stack. I was like, how am I going to find 5 things? I have way more than 5 things.
All right, I'm afraid I've got to share screen for the rest of mine because I haven't made them.
What's this?
All right, these are the river mitts in the category of fingerless gloves, mitts, whatever. Those are great one skein wonders. And these ones just look extra fun with their contrasty bits. So you could use up leftovers as well.
Ooh, scrap busting.
Scrap busting.
I mean,
any hats actually.
I mean, the only rule we gave each other was no socks.
So these are the River Mitts by Light from Lantern.
Okay.
The pattern is available for $10.
Okay.
They're great for those knitters who prefer mitts without gussets or someone looking for a fresh take on fingerless mitts. I thought they looked very fun and I might need to make a pair at some point.
I've never done mitts without a gusset. Could be fun. Could be fun. In the realm of
gusset is always the part I screw up.
Oh, so bad sometimes. Diana made me do it. As in Diana showed me and I couldn't help myself.
What'd I do? Don't blame me.
Welcome to the Huj Tub. It's a cowl. It is a cowl knitted at a truly massive gauge. Truly, truly massive gauge. And it's just a giant, it is exactly what it says it is. It's a huge tube. I have it woven in the ends. And it just, there you go. Huge tube. Just
that'd be an incredible gift knit. Like you just pick a skein, like whatever pretty skein that's like whoever's favorite colors, and just knit a cowl.
One skein of gifted acrylic that I got from, I think this was from Susanna. Showed up and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do with it? Because this is a gorgeous freaking color, right? And it looks so good against my white winter coat.
Yes.
Even my blue coat looks really good because I have a like very sharp cobalt blue coat too. And it just cast it on. The needle size is massive. The directions are written like IKEA furniture instructions, which just tickled me pink. And I think I did this in a week on top of my usual knitting stuff because it just goes and you're done. Like I'm contemplating a couple of these for donations this year because they're easy, quick to care for. I can crank them out pretty quick. And if I make them in acrylic, they'll be great for the homeless shelters. And it would give everybody something fun and different, right? So I don't know,
Absolutely.
but this tube, it's just tube.
Just a
It's a
big
giant
stockinette tube.
stockinette tube. That's it. That's it. That's
Is there
all
any
there is
ribbing
to
on
it.
that?
Nope. It's just a tube.
That's a free pattern, right? So like
Yeah.
literally just cast on a bunch and go.
Cast on a bunch and go. It's a
Bind
free
off when you run
pattern
out of yarn.
called Huj Tub. Not spelt huge tube because that freaking be helpful. It's spelt like it's IKEA furniture, so I can't ever spell it for the life of me. But it's pronounced huge tube. And again, gradient acrylic, like you see all those fun Karen cakes. Like, could you imagine
Mm-hmm.
this out of a Karen cake? I see such
Oh my
pretty
gosh, I
Karen
think I
cake
know.
colors.
I have a gradient like DK weight cashmere skein.
Oh my God, yes.
I think I just figured out what my
Oh my
luxury
God,
square on my
yes.
bingo card is.
A huge tube.
Mm-hmm. A huge tube in luxury yarn. Okay,
Luxury
solved.
yard. Isn't that amazing? Just
Solved.
so I may honestly make some more just for me, but just yeah, super freaking cute. And again, so I think it was like an 8 millimeter or 9 millimeter needle.
Oh, that would
Freaking
whoosh.
massive. So big.
Whoosh.
Have still I'm notorious for not weaving in my ends. Nope. Didn't happen. I don't weave in ends. I just don't. I'm just whipping through them. I have more. Like you are gonna run out before I run out. I guarantee you the stack is not getting smaller on the side here.
All right, I'm gonna add on to your cowl category
Ooh, I love me a cowl.
in a very similar vein to the huge tube.
Oh no.
Mostly, I just wanted to share this picture. This is the
What?
Scowl by Zandy Peters.
Oh my God. What in the world am I looking at?
It's just the huge tube, but it's worn like it's a hood.
Oh
But
Lord.
it's the in progress aspect because the needles are still in
Still in
it.
it.
I just
Yep.
love it.
Oh, people. Okay, that's a very cute marketing photo. I like that photo.
Anyway, it's the exact same idea, just like a slightly different gauge, and you're probably casting on more stitches.
Probably, yeah. To get your
Or maybe it's
circumference.
I genuinely can't tell. Anyway, it's the exact same idea. You're knitting a huge tube
Huge tube.
at a very loose gauge.
I love me a huge tube. That was so much fun. Okay, so
I
good.
have another other cowl.
You have another other cowl? I have one more hat. Actually, I have two
It's
more
sticking
hats
to my
after this.
chair. It's still very warm to be looking at winter accessories.
Do you remember when we knit a cozy up knit, Cal? And you were
Oh
like, I'm gonna
yeah.
do a hat because it's super fast. And I did like two projects, so it took you 3 months to do a hat. This is the
Yeah,
uh
because I decided I had to brioche it and
this is the Sarah Hare Don't Care. It's one of the older patterns from Cozy Up Knits. We have the Toque collection. And I do wear it every once in a while because again, it gets cold enough that I want my ears covered. Does it last for long? No, guys, 9 times out of 10, if I'm walking for any length of time, the hat comes off and gets shoved in a pocket. I can't take it. I get too warm. But I do have a beautiful pink hat. This is out of some Midnight Craving yarn, I believe.
it looks so squishy.
It's wonderful. So it just oh, they're such freaking good gifts. Hats are such good gifts. And they are such quick knits because you're doing them on like DK worsted. Even if you did the slouchy sock head hat, which has been around for like forever, that's still one skein of fingering.
Oh yeah, I got mine
Yeah.
buried somewhere. It's been an age since I worn that. I'm out
Mhm.
of my slouchy hat phase, but I've definitely done several slouchy hats.
Totally fair.
Also solid one skein wonder projects.
Oh, absolutely solid. All right. What you got next, babe?
I have an assigned pooling cowl.
Ooh, okay, okay.
I saw it at Knit City, and then I had to go and dig up the pattern because it was just so cool.
Crazy lady.
Come on. This is the Sunrise Sunset assigned pooling cowl. So you just have like a solid color skein with little micro stripes, and when you just knit stockinette, and when you hit a little micro stripe, of color, you do this fancy little stitch that ends up looking like a fan so that it spreads out the color, and then you go back to stockinette.
Okay, that's
It's just so
cute.
fun.
That's cute. I like that. Oh, I like that
And it just
idea a
looks
lot.
super random.
It does. Oh, okay. Okay, that might be on the list to try. That could be fun. That could be fun.
So that is the Sunrise Sunset Assigned Pooling Cowl by Chris Plateau.
Oh,
It is available on Ravelry for $7.
cool. All right. Last thing I want to talk about is like a collection of things. So we're going to do it all in one shot.
Go for it.
Because otherwise we'll be here forever. I don't want to be here forever. It's the midwinter collection. It's my collection.
Oh yeah.
It's my
Yeah, that
collection of
counts.
fingerless mittens or hat or cowl. But if you did them in one color, like you had a variegated DK weight yarn or a variegated DK weight yarn, and you did the pretty little ladder zigzag stitch, it would still show up. It would be subtle AF, but it would show up. So you can do any of these with one skein. And I am a ladies large for a hand. I have a just shy of 9-inch circumference for a hand for gloves to fit comfortably. And I did it with two colors and had plenty leftovers for both colors. So one skein absolutely will get me 2 mitts. Did I weave in the ends? No, of course I didn't weave in the ends, guys. You gotta know me by now. I do not weave in my ends. I got my hat that I did originally out of literally a grab bag collection. But again, this hat doesn't weigh 100 grams, which means you can do the hat. And again, it's the large size because that's what my head is. It's the large size for a hat. Scraps, absolutely. One skein variegated totally would work as well too. So that was
Solid
it.
choices.
Added benefit. Added benefit is all of the patterns in my Ravelry shop are buy 3 get the 4th free. So you can just get the whole collection and save some money.
Link in the description.
Yeah, because I got to do a little bit of marketing otherwise.
Flog.
Sell myself. Promote.
Self-promotion.
Self-promotion. That's the last of the stuff I've got that I've kept. Outside of socks that are one skein wonders.
My turn. All right. So those single skeins tend to be the very brightly variegated, like it's very, very pretty. That's why we bought it. But like, what do I do with this?
I mean, I put it into clothing, but that's me. But I am a loud person. I'm a loud person in my clothes. So
Yes. Some of us prefer the more like monochrome outfit with a pop of color accessory. So I have the thing.
bring on the
Uh,
rainbow.
Optical Delusion Conflagration is the name of
What
this pattern.
the ever-loving fart are you talking about?
Let me show you this
What
conflagration.
is this? Okay, show me. What in the world am I looking at?
It's all kinds of short rows so that it makes the colors all swirl together.
Okay.
I have no idea
How does that even
how complex
work?
of a knit this works. I've never done anything like this, but the end result is really cool.
Show me more pictures.
More pictures.
Show me more pictures.
That's a squirrel. There we go.
It's not what I'm looking for. I want pictures of the
But
shawl.
it's got like it's
What
flame
even
shapes.
is this? Okay, Jocelyn's gonna have to follow a link.
I have no idea how this works.
Okay, okay. Okay, how much is this pattern?
Stop sharing.
How much is that pattern?
All right, so
I'm
Optical
assuming
Delusion
available.
Conflagration by Kim McBrien Evans is
Conflagration makes
available,
sense now. Because flame shape conflagration.
right?
Yeah.
This pattern is available for $6 on Ravelry.
That's fair. That's a complicated pattern, I suspect. It's not going to be super easy.
There's a sister pattern called Impervious,
Sure.
which is the simpler and larger version of this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. We might need to get both because I suspect the simpler version of the
This is
simpler
Indigo
larger version.
Dragonfly. I didn't realize. I'm just reading through the thing now. Indigo Dragonfly. This is an Indigo Dragonfly pattern.
Okay, we
I
need
have
that
Indigo
then.
Dragonfly yarn, but I actually got plain colors.
I'm sure she'll forgive you for knitting her pattern in a different type of yarn. My brain's like, because you know what it is? I have that skein of flame red through flame yellow in the alpaca from Enchanted Grove on the figuring weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even care that it would look super great next to my face. I kind of feel like I need to make it. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Do it. Flamey colors.
Flamey colors. All right, my last two are things that I have not made, but they are on my to make list because I would really like to make them. One of them is I'm sharing screens is a pain in the butt. I don't want to bother with that. I'm just going to talk about it. Oh, this is the wrong web tab. Hang on, let's open the right tab. That'll be helpful. I was watching YouTube earlier today, guys. You'll have to forgive me. I mean, you don't have to forgive me, but I'd appreciate it if you forgave me.
I'm sure we forgive you.
Forgiveness is entirely within your range. It is called they're leg warmers. Straight up leg warmers. We're crochet leg warmers. It's called All of the Family Leg Warmers. Very classic crochet. It looks like it's a single crochet or maybe a half double crochet, probably a single crochet, with some nice crochet ribbing at the top, at the bottom. I love sometimes I just side story, long version short. I have done a lot of damage to my legs over the years. I have I now can roll my ankle, have my ankle bone touch the ground, and keep walking on it because my foot doesn't register the pain anymore. I've
You're
done
not
a
supposed to be able to
lot of
do that.
damage. You're not supposed to be able to do that. I've done a lot of damage to my ankles, to my lower calves, and to my knees. So I have got to be very careful about keeping those muscles warm because the tendons have taken some damage. My muscles have taken damage. My bones have taken damage in those areas. So I'm very conscious that I have to keep my lower legs quite warm, especially in the winter, because they will seize up on me, and then I'm at a larger risk of injuring myself, right? I already do that enough on my own. We don't need to add to it. So I am a leg warmer fan. Why? Because I wear leggings, I wear skirts, and let's be honest, pants aren't any thicker than skirts or leg warmers these days. So also when I wear pants. I also do yoga in the morning and I don't always want to get out of my yoga clothes right away. But leg warmers, like a crop top, just keeps me kind of nice and toasty so that all my muscles stay nice and relaxed, you know? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Crochet fast. Feet, legs, leg warmers. Now it says, and I don't know if I'd be able to do this because I've got fairly long legs, but it says it calls for an Aran weight, so worsted, bulky. I'd probably go worsted because it wants 11 stitches uh for 10.5 rows and 4 inches in single crochet. Oh yeah, so it is single crochet, which is fine. It uses an 8mm hook. Gotta love me an 8mm hook. Guys, I'm doing a lot of work in 8mm hooks. And a 6mm hook, I suspect that is for the ribbing. But she's got it in 7 different sizes from newborn to adult. So this uses anywhere from 50 yards to about 250 yards. So depending on the size of worsted weight yarn ball that I have chilling at home, I can do this with one skein. And it's
Nice.
$4.90 US. It's not even $5 US. That's dirt cheap. That's dirt cheap. Totally good. But yeah, it's got goes everywhere from just because it gets you all the size ranges, right? And it's nothing fancy. It is exactly what it sounds like, a single crochet leg warmer. It's by, oh gosh, can I do the name? Maybe. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize in advance. English, I'm not strong with, and it's the only language I've got. We have, I would say Ashley, Ashlea, maybe Ashlea, because it's Ashlea. So it could be a Leah, could be just an Ashley.
There's 18 different ways to spell Ashley. Who knows?
I'm hesitant on that one. Schumacher, I can do Schumaker. Schumacher. That's rare. It's usually not the last name that I don't struggle with. It's usually the first name I can spit out. But the last name, I'm kind of like, oh, bless her. Anyway, just super classy, super quick leg warmers. Also a great gift. I might happen to know someone who's gotten into dancing in the last year who might be getting some leg warmers for Christmas because I know they're very good for
Mm,
dancers.
mm,
I also know she won't make any of her own. So
mm.
there might be a pair coming to her for Christmas that she gets to be surprised about when I ask for details such as leg circumference later this year.
You know me and my goldfish memory.
We'll be fine. So long as I ask in
Yeah,
September,
sh-
you won't know by December. It'll be a delightful surprise.
it will.
You're
I'll be surprised all
also
over again.
worth real wool. Some nice rusticy real wool. Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. You said you have two more to go, so you've got go, and then I've got one left, and we're done for me anyway.
Okay. I have a bag. I have a
A
cute little bag.
bag,
A bag.
a bag. I love bags. How cute is this bag? Do I need to make this bag? Ooh,
This
hello.
is the Knit Knot bag. It's a little knitting project bag with just
That's
like a
kind
little
of cute.
vaguely wavy lacy pattern.
That is terribly cute.
It calls for one skein of fingering weight yarn.
That is terribly cute.
It's got
Okay,
sort of like a waffly-ish,
we might.
woven-ish.
Do we got any other photos of it?
That's it. That's the only three.
That's fine. That is a cute. Oh, it's got the double loop to close thing. Like
Yeah.
the loop through the loophole thing situation. Okay,
Yep.
okay. Can anybody else hear the
Structure.
emergency vehicles driving past my apartment?
Oh, yeah, I heard that one.
It's a fire truck. Ooh, that stopped suddenly. Is that close to me? There might be some drama going on outside. All right.
Oh,
My
I
last.
should say who it's by.
Oh, yes, please. Give us the
Yes.
deets.
So this is the Knit Knot bag,
Mhm.
knot as in tie a knot, by The Chili Dog, and
Okay.
is available for $9.50
Oh
on
my God.
shop.thechilidog.com.
I am sorry, thechilidog.com. I love you so much. I don't even know who you are. French kiss your choice of names, sir. Ma'am. Spaghetti monster of the internet, whichever pronoun you prefer to use. That is freaking delightful. Just really okay. Chilidog.com. Come on now. Come on now. That's a
It's pretty
great
great.
name. That is a really good name. Okay, that's way better than my name. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. What do
All
I
right,
know?
carry on.
What do I know? All right, the last, unshockingly, is another thing that you could knit for the whole family. Why? Because I have family members different sizes than me. Because I just do. This one is from Yarnspirations Design Studio.
Oh, I love a good yarn
So,
inspirations pattern.
I love a good yarn inspiration pattern. It's called Slippers for the Family. They are little ballet slippers. They are a little ballet slipper shoe shape with the strap. Or sorry, that'd be Mary Jane strap slippers. So if you know what a Mary Jane shoe looks like, it's got the base shoe and then you've got the strap across the top of the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the slipper. Freaking adorable. Crochet again. I enjoy me some serious crochet work. And right now it's summer, so crochet goes faster and small projects mean I don't have to have it on my lap. Boy, do I not want things on my lap right now. What else we got going on here? It says Aran weight again, so probably worsted or Aran because they want 14 stitches on 17 rows and 4 inches. Which makes sense on a 5mm. You're probably looking like a worsted Aran. That makes sense to me. Which again, if all these numbers don't make sense, it's okay. It's fine. It goes sizes from 4, 6, 8 years, and then it does an adult, small, medium, and large. Fairly decent size range if you knit for smaller humans. I don't. All of my humans are adult sized, and have been adult sized for many years now. Decades, even in the case of some of them. What do I got going on here? Oh, think of what I love about Yarn Inspirations is they break down and give you a lot of information before you buy the like before you get the pattern. And they do this for their free patterns as well. Like it's a free pattern. But it's got finished foot lengths, it's got foot sizes for the years for by shoe size. I mean, it's American shoe sizing. Take that with a grain of salt. If you're coming from Europe, you're going to have to do a little bit of conversion or just no, because your European sizes are different from your American sizes. So just it gives you that bait and it doesn't add fluff, which I love. It just gives you the information that you want. I want to know how long of a foot. I want to know how wide of a foot. These are important for shoes. But I could probably do, what do we got going on here? Could I do my size? It might be tight to do my size a foot, which is admittedly large. It's admittedly the large foot. I would be very tight on yardage. But a small, medium, absolutely. The large depends on the skein of worsted weight. Like I'd want something that has a bit more than 220 yards in a ball. So like I wouldn't do a Cascade 220 in worsted, but like one of those impeccable balls that I get every now and again, which is definitely more than 200 yards, absolutely. So depending on what yardage I pick, but it's a very cute flat slipper, Mary Jane belly style slipper, and I'm just like, for me maybe in the wintertime, maybe my niece,
I
maybe.
like it.
Maybe. So those are the two that I were one skeins that I haven't had a chance to make yet. There are other things I've made that are one skein, like Point Edwards mitts. Like, we could keep going for ages, guys.
Oh,
Ages.
excuse me.
Are you good? Do you have one more?
I have one more. It's very
Okay.
silly.
Okay.
We'll go real quick.
Okay. I love that conflagration shawl thing. I'm gonna have to get that.
Octopus.
Oh my God.
You can make yourself a friend.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about toys, but you're totally right. Okay.
This is an absolutely ridiculous one
This
skein of
is
fingering weight octopus.
crazy.
It's
Also,
so silly.
might need to make him.
He's adorable.
Could you just imagine him hanging out on one side of my rocking chair?
Yeah, and if you put pipe cleaters in the arms, then he's
Uh-huh.
posable.
Uh-huh. 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 I mean,
Look at this friend.
I wouldn't do pipe cleaners, I would do craft wire, but same idea. Okay, he's cute. All right, who designed him? He's adorable.
This is the Omniscient Octopus by Joan Rowe.
He's adorable.
He's available for $6.90 US.
That's fine. That's not, she had to work to make that pattern that cute. They don't get that cute without a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
love this description. Here is an all-knowing octopus to grace your place. The suckers are knitted as you go, and there's very little seaming to be done. He does have 8 arms, though, so that's a lot of suckers, but not nearly as many as a real living octopus.
No. Oh, did you ever read the book the Soul of an Octopus? I think that's
No.
what it's called. Anyway, octopuses are endlessly fascinating and such intelligent creatures. It tells I think it's the soul of an octopus. I bought it for the Mysterious Mr. B, and then I listened to it through Libby, like 8 years later. And it's I mean, I heard it in a female narration voice, like my brain thinks the author's female. I could be completely wrong, but the narrator was female. That's what my brain's remembering. But it just walked through her or him learning about octopuses as they did research for a project and just befriending them and just how freaking jailbreak skilled they are.
They
Because
are incredible. Octopuses are great.
they're so cool. I like the lifespan of an octopus and how we interact with them and how they interact. Just, oh, so and poignant. Like at moments I was crying because it was so sad when one of the octopuses passed. I was just heart wrenched over an octopus I had never met. I had no, very well written. It's a very well written book, but you have those moments where it just made you sit and think. So I'm really glad I read it. But I think it's called The Soul of an Octopus. It's a really good book. And now I'm thinking, okay, so I need the Conflagration shawl pattern and I need the octopus pattern. Cool. Thanks for spending my money, Diana. I appreciate it. Good
Oh, you're
times.
welcome. Anytime.
Good times. Guys, whether you're Camp Diana or you're Camp Jocelyn, hopefully you found some wonderful one skeins to either tide you over for the summer or start prepping you for Christmas. As always, bonus content is random, so it just kind of shows up when it shows up. So I have no idea when everybody's getting this at all. But that's okay.
Sometime.
At some point. And until the next time, I'm going to say I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to knit.
Don't forget to knit.